So welcome to this video. In this video, we're going to start teaching you how to complete the VAT return at Ariton Limited. It is quite important to understand what you have to prepare. So the VAT due, now this is the screenshot of what we have to fill in every 3 months. Now in this box, we've got the VAT due to this period on sales. And I'll explain what that is. So what that is really is on every sale where VAT is applicable, we have to calculate this 20%. Now the VAT varies, the VAT rate varies from 20% to whatever rate depending on the product, but we're going to assume that everything we sell within Europe and the UK is rated at 20%, which is most products anyway. So you're going to take this as a reference. So you have to calculate that manually in many times, or you've got already that calculated by PayPal in some cases. So so this is one box. So you've got to do that using hard calculations or just using whatever PayPal gives you. Then VAT due in acquisition from EC countries, that's usually zero unless we tell you otherwise. So you've got to do the first one, you've got the hard calculation to do on everything that we sell. Then this one is usually zero, we'll tell you if it's not otherwise. If it's not zero, we'll let you know. VAT claims to this period on purchases. Now, on everything that we buy, if it's within the European Union or the UK, we normally have VAT charged on top. So you have to add up whatever VAT we have already paid out and put it out there. And that's quite simple to explain, but always can take a bit of time to get it done. Then total value of sales and other outputs excluding any VAT. Now, once you have the VAT amount that is due, then the net VAT is you've got to get all the revenue of the 3 months, all the revenue, take the VAT out, and whatever is the revenue without VAT, taking the VAT out, goes into this box here. Total value of sales, and the output excluding VAT, this goes in there. So whatever sales and other outputs we've got excluding VAT, so you take that amount there, the gross amount, and you just deduct that amount there from the gross amount, and you get that amount, which is whatever sales we've made excluding VAT. And you've got to look at all the Excel spreadsheets and everything in order to get that amount. Now remember, a very important point is that when these amounts here, whatever you put in there has got to be easily traceable. Let's say when you get it on an Excel spreadsheet from an inspector's point of view, it's got to be very clear where these figures are coming from. So you've got to do that. Is the important part of the job. So at Ariton, we're very transparent. So we've got to make sure that everything that we produce in terms of figures are quite easily understandable and especially traceable. Traceability is very, very important. We're in the business of fulfilling every part of the legislation, especially in taxation. Now, total value of purchases and other inputs excluding any VAT. So now you have calculated already how much VAT was paid out. So you've got to take whatever we purchased, every money all the money is going out, take all the VAT out, and that is that amount. Now, some purchases have VAT, some others haven't. So that is the job of distinguishing them, and when you do the traceability of everything, has got to be very easily understood. So that is the amount. Total value of supplies of goods, related costs, including any VAT, excluding any VAT to other EC member states. Now, that is the amount of the any goods that we've sold to any distributors, any VAT registered business within Europe, because any VAT registered business in Europe does not have any VAT added onto that. So and that is the amount. Normally you find this value on the EC sales form that we fill every 3 months, and you will have to fill that form, so you know that. So that is quite easy to find out. You don't have to calculate much. Total value of all acquisitions of goods and related costs, excluding VAT from other EC member states, that usually is 0. So unless we tell you otherwise, you just put a nil in there, and then you just go and save draft, bang, and off you go. Then we'll do the revision and everything. So we will go into details as how you do, as an example, how you just get to all these values. Once again, the most important thing is that you understand the concepts here, what is required by HMRC, and then you can actually create these numbers yourself. As you have the raw data, we're going to give you the Excel spreadsheet from PayPal and the bank and everything, and copies of all receipts and everything. So we're gonna make another video on how we're gonna do. We're gonna give you what we're gonna give you in order to make these calculations. The calculations have to be done by yourself, so but you have to make sure not only do you get to the right value, but also these are very traceable and easily checked by anyone, not only the managing director, but whoever else wants to check them.